Hello everyone. Today I am going to be talking about the 2022 Hammond Public Library FanFest event that I participated in. This was such a great little local event that Neal, Litherland, and I were a part of. We were vendors, aka slinging our books, and there were not any panels to participate in due to it being a small library event, but there were some really fun activities for the guests that attended. It was also really awesome to see our friends Brendan and Raina there as well, selling Brendan's books as well as Raina's screenplay. So that was really awesome to see that she has some new stuff in the mix as well. And as always, it's always a great time to do an event with friends. Now, this is an event that I've been going to for the past about 3 or 4 years, and while it is definitely not a big selling event by any means, it is always on my yearly schedule due to, first and foremost, as an author, it is important to maintain connections with your local public libraries. They are the lifeblood of communities, y'all. They provide so many amazing services beyond just books. Being a part of these events really helps keep those services alive and showing the public, and more importantly government spending, that these are important resources and that we want to keep funding them and keeping them going. So if you are an author, absolutely reach out to your local public library, find out what local events are going on that you can help with, that you can be a part of. I absolutely urge you to jump into the mix and be a part of that. The Hammond Public Library FanFest is not the only library that I have done events at. I have also done events at the South Chicago Public Library and the Oak Park Public Library and several other events that I can't think of off the top of my head, but it is really important to be a part of these events. And bonus, if you want to do it for completely selfish reasons, which I mean is valid, is that it's also an opportunity for you to ingratiate yourself with the librarians and potentially get your books put into circulation, which is essentially a resume golden ticket. Having your books in circulation is huge. Now, unfortunately, last year, the FanFest at the Hammond Public Library was a really small turnout, and I am saying that even generously, y'all. And a big part of that is because of the pandemic. There just weren't a lot of people doing events at all, period. So I went into last year and this year with zero expectations, and I was so pleasantly surprised this year that there was a really good turnout. Now, of course, the numbers are still not what they were pre-pandemic, but people are still starting to get used to the idea of going out, going to events, being out in public. That's still very much something that's in transition for a lot of people, myself included. So I really don't expect numbers to really get to where they were pre-pandemic until at least next year or even 2024. So if you happen to be doing events right now and you're really disappointed in the turnout, I promise you things will get better. Things were so much better than this pre-pandemic, so just hold out, hold on. The numbers will continue to get better. And that's a big part of participating in these events, is that you really don't know what is going to happen. There are so many other factors that you can control, but the actual participants of the event is something that is just absolutely, completely random. There's really no way to know how many people will actually show up, and then of those people that actually show up, how many of them are going to actively participate. That means people who are actively going to panels, and of course people who are opening their wallets and spending money in the dealer hall. So this event was an example of that, in that the numbers were much better this year. It was really great to get that new activity going in the library, getting people in there and excited about books, excited about learning, excited about the different services that the library offers, all that good stuff. However, unfortunately this year, most of the attendees did not spend money. So myself, along with many of the other vendors that participated in the event, didn't really see any sales. And honestly, that is a big part of being a vendor at events is that you do have to go into it with the expectation that there's a very strong possibility that you could have zero sales. I know that's really depressing, and for some people that can be a deterrent from doing events, but it's more so that you need to be realistic and make sure you're prepared for that as a possibility. It's really not fun when you do an event, especially if it's a big grand event that you paid a lot of money for and got a hotel and all the rigmarole. However, with this event, it was small. It's always free for vendors to be a part of, so other than some gas money, I really didn't lose out by doing this event, and to me personally, it is just so much more important to support the local libraries that even though I didn't have any sales at this event, it really wasn't that big of a deal. And I will say also, from completely selfish motivations as well, I also wasn't too bummed out about having zero sales at this event because I did this event with my partner Neal Litherland, and so that was also an excuse for me to be able to spend some time with him, as well as I spent the remainder of the weekend with him. So there was more of an event baked into an event for me personally going into this. So yes, I was disappointed by the lack of sales, but there was so much more that was going on with my motivations to do this particular event that it really wasn't as big of an impact as it would be for some of the other events that I am regularly a part of. All in all, it was a really great event, and I am so glad that I was able to be a part of it again this year, and I will definitely be a part of this event again next year. This year, I was also informed that they also have an author event next year, April of 2023, and I am proud to say that Neal and I officially signed up for that particular event. So we will be heading to the Hammond Public Library again in April of next year, in addition to the regularly scheduled October FanFest that they do every year. So I'm just really excited to be able to show some support and show some love to this particular public library. And for any of you out there, I highly encourage you to, whether you want to be a part of this event or just attend as a guest, it's a really cute event. It's very fun. Absolutely come out and be a part of it and join the community and say hi to everyone. All right, y'all, I want to thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a like, and if you're new, subscribe. All right, y'all, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.